what is the most un-British thing is to shut down the discussion by hurling around smears and, accusation of voicing a far-right narrative or right-wing narrative. That is the most un-British thing. It was a shameful denial under the pretext of respecting cultural and religious sensibilities. And they threw this little girl and her right to live with dignity under the bus in order to appease, I would say, these religious and cultural fanatics. And the report has found that they are unable to, find a single solution to this problem, what happened to this little girl. I humbly suggest that how about just stop pandering to the religious fanatics.
This explains how slightly and slowly and gradually our society is shifting towards Sharia compliance. I mean, this trait of segregation, I wouldn't call it even segregation, I would call it gender apartheid. And this is an essential aspect of Sharia compliance. You can observe it in religiously conservative Muslim societies around the world. And now this has been normalized here in the UK, where people don't bother if women and girls are being excluded from a so-called inclusive and family event.
And you are trying to ring fence Islam rather than defending people who have been discriminated against, in this case, women and girls. And now you say that Islam has different interpretation in different society. What unites them is the misogynistic and toxic modesty culture that we have in Pakistan, that we have in Afghanistan, that we have in Saudi Arabia, in Iran, and that we have in certain section of within British Muslim communities. I would not say that it's only an Islamist ideology. There are certain Islamic teachings, certain Islamic readings that encourage or embolden these kind of sentiment among people. So why not discuss those things and just rebut and denounce those things publicly in an open discussion so that people don't fall for them?
It's alarming that some elements of Sharia, such as gender apartheid, have become normalized within British society, a fact that these British politicians do not appear to deny or challenge anymore. It's time that health professionals need to stop turning a blind eye because of cultural sensitivities or the fear of being accused of racism. We need to be absolutely clear about this one thing, that sex-selective abortion are illegal and they should remain so. This abhorrent practice has no place in our society. We are reluctant to discuss the root causes of this horrific, violence against women and misogyny because our politicians, they fear losing votes and or perhaps they cannot afford to offend religious zealots, or maybe they want to bring certain religious belief into the political equation in this country by giving certain privileges to one particular religion, which is Islam in this case.
The cultural relativism that we have here in the Western society, that is, I think, very concerning, because that tells us do not say anything bad about anybody's culture. No, don't worry about children who are being forced to wear it. Don't worry about the women who are tortured in the four walls or their own homes. Just say all cultures are equal. I say I am not going to say it.